4 minutes before we get up in it. Say what? You want to plug in here? Where is my mouse? Here he is. On the live Mevo side of the game, we about to get busy up in this motherfucker. They said, "What's up, Tiff?" Nah, it'll be on in a second, baby.
Oh, no, I am the Mevo.
Hey Zo, I'm calling your show, 'cause I need to know. Show me which way to go before I throw my man out the door.
Okay, hold on a second, Keisha. Just let me ask Ronald exactly what's going on, because it takes two to tango, and I need to hear his side of the story.
So she's driving me insane, got stress heavy on my brain. She keeps playing silly games, man, I'm about to bring the pain. We seem to fuss and fight every day and every night. Please give some advice so we can see the light. See the light.
I'm ZoWilliams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff?
The child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I just like to kiss a woman's ass. Is there something wrong with that?
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my nip.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you rate women so well?
ZoWilliams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason. Hey, back in the building. Man, it's been one, man. This week, past 3 weeks. See, whenever my son comes to town, it's nonstop training. You know, and at the very least, he's doing 2-a-days.
Oh, yeah.
But some days it's 3-a-days.
Oh, Lord. Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing.
So, yeah.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
So, his morning is this. Gets up in the morning, gets something to eat. Then I take him to training. Skills training.
Right.
You know, and he's been training with a lot of folk that are going to be first round draft picks.
Hey.
So he been getting the work ends. You understand?
Go new.
So then after he works out, he goes to get something else to eat. Then he does weight training. Then after weight training, he either plays, no, he eats again.
I was gonna say, get something to eat. Feel
Right.
all that.
He eats, it goes to sleep, and he either plays or he goes to his this guy who rehabbed him.
Cool.
You know his knee. And his knee is good, but the rehab guy will just keep him strong and keep him like what was weird was like 4 years ago when he tore his ACL. Part of his rehab is the shit that I see women doing now with the bands around their legs to make their ass big.
Because you have to do glute activation.
It's really
to benefit
weird.
from the workout. People activate the glutes.
But I mean, the first time I saw that shit, it was for kneehab. It was for rehab.
Knee rehab.
You just did a new
Knee
one.
rehab, right?
Knee
So then when I'm looking like this shit, what? It's for asses too? I didn't know.
You gonna walk on the court like, but how?
Because somebody must have saw that shit and was like, you know what, this shit could fix my ass. Women be looking for all types of wild shit. This is for knee rehab. But next thing you know, it's ass explosions.
Boom.
Ass explosions.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Shit's crazy. Anyway, the voice of reason has returned. It's Friday, last show of the week. I'm sorry, y'all. I've been out of the loop, but I'm back in the building. ZoWilliams is in the house, and I'm joined by two of my peoples. Of course, we got Tiffany Ram.
Hey.
Y'all know her as Tiff Talk. She be on her little Instagram wilding the fuck out. Every time she wilds out on Instagram, somebody hits me.
What?
And they be like, Zo,
It's not a pool party at the
like,
pool,
Zo,
man.
get your
Looking
girl.
good, girl.
They be like,
the
Zo,
pool.
get your girl. Get your girl. I be
I
like,
can't wear a bikini and go to the pool.
Girl,
Listen,
live your best life.
listen, I'm just saying, I told you before, I'm not your father.
No, he just my big brother, so he will hit you with a stick.
So again, they be hollering at me like, hey, your daughter out here. And I be like, wait a minute. That's,
Hold on.
she grown, my nigga.
Let her live her best life.
Let her go on and do what she gonna do out here in these streets, my nigga.
She doing it.
So, and then of course, Whitney Tabor has returned to the table to get into this conversation. And I think this is very apropos for this show that you two are here. This shit about to be crazy, man. Yeah, this shit about to be nuts. But before I even get into the topic, you already know the routine.
Mm-hmm.
Total Package Energy right now. I've had 2 of them. It's my favorite. Energy shot. They don't even call it an energy drink. It's like, what is it? An energy shot. Mm-hmm. You know, a shot of energy. And I love the testimonials that I'm getting from around the studio. So we got the security guard out front, and he like, yo, Zo, you got one of them things? Yeah, my nigga. You talking about that red bottle on my knee? Like, yeah, man, I'm gonna need that shit. You know, he sounded like he was having a stroke.
Oh gosh.
You know how tired you are to sound like you having a the red bottle, the red bottle of stuff you drink, my nigga. So I was like, yeah, I got one, and I gave it to him. I said, holla at me in 20 minutes. He came back in 20 minutes. He was talking about, man, I'm buzzing around this motherfucker, texting people, moving cars, you know, lying to different people. I said, this shit don't make you lie now.
Right. That's not part of the testimonial. Wait a minute. Hold on.
But it woke his ass up. I'm going to tell you that. I'm going to tell you this Total Package Energy is not a game. You know, dig? It's not a motherfucking game. Go to TotalPackageEnergy.com and order 40 cases of it today. It's more than 40 people in the chat room. And it's going to be way more than who's in here now. But go to TotalPackageEnergy, right? .com. And here's my goal. Let's get 45 cases sold today.
Hey.
As a matter of fact, Sugar Crisp, put that in there. She put TotalPackageEnergy.com. Put 45 cases or bust.
Let's go.
Let's go. 45 cases.
So you have been deleting shows and stuff. So I feel like you should probably just order already, because
I do delete some shows, man.
You want to see this show later. Just saying.
Better do it.
Nigga will cut this bitch off.
Off.
Like, you know what? Nah, we ain't doing it.
I be sharing links. I be pressing the link later. Like, oh, this one has been okay.
It's gone. This motherfucker gone.
It's gone.
All right, cool. Also, I mailed out all of the outstanding Love Matters Revealed CDs.
Ooh.
Love Matters Revealed is a cold situation.
Oh, man.
It's a hella CD, man. I promise you. And a lot of people are really excited about it. And they've been talking about it. And I think me and Dr. Berger are about to do like a magazine or some shit.
Okay.
Because, you know, Dr. Berger is like...
No, he's kind of the business out here.
Yeah, he's like up there when it comes to rehab.
Yes.
So he reached out to me and was like, yo, man, these people over at this television show wants us to you know, do this interview. And then there's a magazine and then there's this. I'm like, oh, well, well, okay, Dr. Berger, I'll put on one of my little custom made pieces and show right the fuck on up. So listen, if you want your copy of Love Matters Revealed, all you have to do is go to my website and go to www.imzowilliams.com and get Love Matters Revealed. Crazy CD, double CD, and or you can go to cdbaby.com and get the digital version.
Yes.
For all those people on, you know, I want it on my iTunes or, you know. So you can do it that way as well. Also, where are we? We're at the 8th of June. The 8th of June.
Okay. Yeah, don't rush this off to January now.
I'm sorry, but we're already at the 6th month. This year is over.
It's over.
You already know when you're at June, it's over.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It's over. Because June turns to September quick than a motherfucker.
Oh, Lord.
I'm just saying, the year's over. So let's just pack this bitch away right now.
He just said throw the whole thing on.
It's June 8th today, and we only have 2 sales of the relationship dismount.
Boo.
Now, that's way below 1 sale a day to keep us in line with things. But listen, I get it. We need y'all to get out there and get the relationship dismount, the paperback version. It is now available at imzowilliams.com. Order the relationship. No, it's not available at imzo.
Where's it at?
It's Amazon. Damn it.
You're
Amazon.
gonna get it though.
Amazon. Don't go to my website trying to buy this book, goddammit, because I ain't got it. Don't go there. I don't have any more copies. The paperback version is now taken care of by Amazon.com.
Hey.
All right, Amazon.com, the relationship dismount. Go click the paperback version. Get it sent to you ASAP. All right, now that I got that shit out the way.
Out the way, yo.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, man. My app has been redone. That shit is sick than a motherfucker.
I'm going to go check it out.
Snap.
Hey.
That shit is sick than a motherfucker. You go in the app, you click on shop, you can get the CD, you can get the book, you can get whatever, man. The shit is fly.
Look, I got to go order a new book because I let one of my friends borrow it.
And it's over.
All right. I said, girl.
They ain't gonna never
She
get back
needed
to
it though, so I'm,
They ain't
go
gonna
ahead and
never-
get that. I'm
they
gonna
ain't
continue to support my people and buy a new one because
They ain't gonna never get it. They ain't gonna never get it back.
never
to
get
you.
it back.
Right, that part.
All right. So look, I want 50 copies of the relationship dismount, how to stick the landing. Let's get 50 copies today. Can we do that today? It's more than enough people in here. Let's get that done today. 50 copies of the relationship dismount, how to stick the landing when exiting a toxic relationship. Now, it's time to get busy. This motherfucking topic.
Yeah.
And it's caller driven. I need to hear everybody's opinion. The number to dial is 323-230-4610. That's 323-230-4610. Okay, so let's just do this before I even introduce the topic. So you've been following the news, right? Kim K done met with the president and got a 63-year-old granny serving life. Got her off.
Hey.
Kim Kardashian West stopped scrolling on her timeline after seeing a video of Alice Marie Johnson sharing her harrowing story. Alice Marie Johnson, a 63-year-old grandmother, was sentenced to a mandatory life sentence plus 25 years after being convicted in a drug trafficking case. Her first offense. Johnson, who had been accused of participating in a drug trafficking and money laundering operation that distributed cocaine in Memphis, was arrested in 1993 and had been imprisoned since 1996. Wow. This shit's heavy, man. Johnson was not eligible for parole. Johnson said that she never personally sold drugs or even made drug deals, but allowed other people involved in the trafficking ring to use her telephone. It prompted Kardashian West, 37, to not only tweet, "This is so unfair," last October, but do something more. In fact, she told Mike that she'd do whatever it takes to get her out. She had a meeting with the goddamn president. She called, what's her name? Ivanka?
Yep.
The president's daughter?
Yep.
Her husband, Jared Kushner,
is in the cabinet. Yep.
You know, he has a big issue about drugs and people unfair, imprisonment and things of that nature. But this brings up an interesting question. Kim K versus Kanye. Who does Black America need more? A deeper look at social inequality between the races. Now, Kanye is busy saying shit like slavery was a choice.
Yikes.
Wow. Well, his wife is out here having meetings with the president and getting shit done. Wow. Kim K versus Kanye. Who does Black America need more? Is Kim K more woke than Kanye? The number to dial is 323-230-4610. I want to hear from everybody. Is Kim K more woke than Kanye? Concerning the civil rights movement, does the white woman have more pull with the powers that be than both black men and women combined? I know it's fucked up, but I gotta ask these questions because niggas done wore out a gang of pairs of shoes marching. You got Ferguson. You got a lot of bullshit happening where people are crying and demanding justice and nobody gives a fuck. But then all of a sudden, let's go have a meeting with the president and let's be heard. Why was she heard? No disrespect to Kim. I actually appreciate the fact that Kim would be moved and do something about it, use her platform, whatever. So this ain't even about Kim. This is about the system that would listen to Kim, but not listen to all the people that have cried out for centuries of injustice. What in the fuck is going on? Is Kim more about the black man's struggle than Kanye? I'm asking the questions that nobody want to listen. Can we ask real questions?
Yeah.
Is Kanye concerned about his daughter and his children being called black?
Mm-hmm.
That shit came out. Don't want to be called black. Don't call her black. That's like putting her in a box.
Wait, he said that?
Whoa.
Oh.
Wow.
Sheesh.
So many through lines to this discussion. So many. Why biracial children are seen as more beautiful, and not just by Kanye. Researchers explain the cognitive hiccup behind the bias. Good hair, baby hair, edges. It's a lot of shit involved.
So much stuff going on, man.
It's a lot of dumb shit involved.
So much.
Edges, my nigga. I need to mix my races.
Man, it's
so
a
these
thing,
edges are under control, my nigga.
Man, it's crazy out here.
Shit. I gotta ask these questions. I know you don't want me to ask these questions, but I don't give two shakes of a fat rat's ass about your feelings. Is the white partner in an interracial relationship / marriage having more socio-political and economic power one of the major drawbacks in this type of union? I got more money, wealth, generational. I got more political clout, more social clout. You can't really have no fucking social mobility without my side of this interracial relationship. Ooh, shit. Is that one of the problems in the interracial relationship, nigga?
Nigga.
The number to dial is 323-230-4610. Share it, like it. You already know how we get down. Where is the black female Muhammad Ali? Ugh, gosh. I tend to ask a lot of tough questions. The phone lines are open, man. Just where is she? I know where she is. And she does not get as much clout
I think I know who you're talking about.
or credibility. Well, no, I'm gonna give her all the credibility, but she doesn't get the visibility as, say, a Kim K. What did Kim K say she was doing in that damn interview when they called her to let her know that the lady she helped get out of jail got out?
She said she was on the phone with Kanye.
No, well, yes, she said that, but she was at a damn photo shoot.
I mean, she kind of lives at photo shoots. That's how she makes her money.
I was at a photo shoot and that's what
Oh
you
my
was
God.
doing. No disrespect to Kim.
Oh my God.
And she got it done. I was at a photo shoot when I found out that she would be freed.
Yay.
Okay. This is who I think is the Muhammad Ali, or the black woman, the black female Muhammad Ali. Michelle Alexander.
Oh.
Who wrote the book, The New Jim Crow. This book has sold over 1 million copies worldwide, and now prisons are trying to prevent it from being let into prisons. Prisons are like, nah, you can't have the inmates knowing that this is a motherfucking privatized business and whoever is fucking up on the streets that's melanated will be sent here.
Shit, my brother isn't melanated and he knows that prison is the new slavery.
How come this woman's work is not as impactful? I think it's impactful to me, to the intelligentsia, but how come it's not as impactful as Kim K being able to just call Donald Trump's
Wife?
daughter and get plugged in with a meeting with him and shit just turn around. You know how hard niggas got murdered. Malcolm X, MLK, motherfuckers been shot and killed for the civil rights movement. And this motherfucker,
Hey guys.
Hi.
Just left my photo shoot. Can I come through?
There's somebody in jail that shouldn't be there. Let's get her out.
Thanks. Tweet you later.
I need help, y'all.
Yeah.
You want the real truth?
I want the real truth.
Come on, Tiff.
Well, the real truth behind most of it is white people like to hear from themselves. Right? So the one part of the civil rights movement that black people overlook is that a good portion of the significant work that was done with the support of white advocates. Let's take SNCC, Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee. We all remember that black people were sitting at, counters and getting shit thrown at them. But the reason it got national attention is because it was white college kids skipping school to go fucking sit at the counters with them. If it was just black kids, nobody was paying attention. But the fact that privileged white kids that didn't have to care cared, now motherfuckers cared. Wow. So a good portion of the movement was made with white advocates. The same thing with the LGBT community. That's why they've made such headway, is because they really actually monetized and capitalized on the whole allies part of the movement. There's hella non-gay people supporting the gay pride movement. You know what I mean?
It's a good time.
So if most significant impact is made when you can align yourself with someone not like yourself and leverage their privilege, basically. So Kim K can be a huge advocate because she can leverage her white privilege to our advantage, which is exactly what the fuck she did.
Well,
and is she even white?
No, I mean,
well, she's white and Armenian. She's Italian, and she's she's a European mutt plus Armenian.
Ooh. Girl.
I'll say it. I don't give a
go
fuck.
Ahead. Ooh,
There
come
it
on.
is. My white side's a white. I'm German, and then a whole bunch of other things.
I don't even know what it was.
I'm 25% German. My maternal grandfather was 100% German, and then my grandma was who knows what the fuck, and then my black side. So I feel comfortable saying that. A lot of white people think they're yeah, I'm Italian. You probably like everything. You don't know what the hell you are. Stop.
Right.
Well, I think too, you know what it is this generation, look at how Trump won his presidency. It's about this is a popularity contest, bro. If you don't play the popular game and kiss ass game in any entity of whatever you're trying to pursue, I'm sorry, you can sit back and be the hard working, my work's gonna prove itself to everybody. But I heard some kids say to me, and I said, what? This is it. They said if it didn't happen on if it's not on Instagram, it didn't happen. So if you didn't take photos next to Trump and do all these things, and she has the 27 million followers or whatever, they wouldn't have. It's a popularity contest.
She has 113 million followers.
Oh,
and
that's
is
insanity.
Donald Trump using her, so to speak, to be able to wheel out the black vote?
Absolutely.
1,000%.
We let this old granny out through Kim Kardashian.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Wow.
It's definitely man.
I think that's the disadvantage to what's happening, because I really think Kim thinks she did something good, but that's actually 100% the reason why Trump took the meeting.
Yeah.
Because he wanted to sway voters.
Yeah.
And that's the unfortunate part. Legitimately watching the interview and stuff, Kim really thinks she's moved, and that she did something good, which she did. That's one person. We call that micro change. She got one person out of prison versus leveraging it to make an entire policy change, which could have freed thousands of people from prison. That would have moved me more than this one woman. But now Trump, and especially the borderline white people, he's going to get a whole bunch of hearts. Oh, he freed her. See, he means well. So she actually damaged the cause more than she strengthened it.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
This shit is crazy right now. Why is it so hard to listen to black people who demand justice, but it's easier for white people to listen to white people, as you broke down? Why is it easier just for white people to be like, you know what? I just can't hear what niggas are talking about.
Because the world is scared of black people, bro. What? Everybody is scared of a black person. It's just when you walk by somebody and they grab their purse, that's how the entire world looks at black people. Think about the Moors, think about everything in history that's ever happened to black people. That is why it's easier to digest. We're we're physically better than them. We're stronger. We are smarter. Like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it, but it is the truth.
I'm not even sorry.
I'm not really that sorry, but that is it. Like, you know what I mean? It's how can they keep pushing us down if we continue to prove? By the way, read this book and see. We've been trying to do this for a long time. No, if we do that and we validate that, then it lessens their power over Black people and the small-minded, simple-minded, slave mentality that we've all been born into. My personal opinion.
Wow.
And, go ahead.
Sorry. And they think by, 2060 or 2050 or something like that, everybody going to be biracial.
Ooh, come through.
That's what they trying to push right now. They trying to say basically there ain't going to be no colors because everybody going to be brown.
Well, I mean, I'm all about brown.
I'm with it. But, you're talking to a couple of little biracial butterflies up in here.
Like, well, we're down in this world, kind of.
But, shit, the Kardashians are doing it by themselves. They all got little black babies.
Oh, my God.
You know what I'm saying? It's going to be really funny, though, when they're little black babies, because me being one, the one drop rule is very, very real. When those little Northwest and Truths and whatever little Leaf or whoever else,
and West and
Shoelace, whatever they're naming them, like when they actually get into the world with, I honestly think that they're going to be lessened because of their financial standing, because like we talked on last Friday, money is the one currency that wipes away your color of your skin. You feel me?
Kind of.
A little bit. Yeah. But I don't think they're going to have as big of a struggle as little biracial kids like me and Tiff had.
You guys had struggles? Talk to me about that.
Oh my goodness,
bro.
What?
I didn't know. Help me.
Oh God. I talk about all the time. It's like you're not black enough for the black kids and you're like too black for the white kids.
And oh my God, your hair feels like a sponge. Can I touch it? I was like, bitch, I want to break your neck.
I literally went to a sleepover one time and they're like, let's all do makeovers. And they started putting on makeup and shit. And these little white girls try to put their makeup on me. I look like Michael Jackson, no bullshit, like white face as a motherfucker. And they're like, oh my God, you're so pretty. You should wear this every day. I'm looking like, bitch, what? No, you got me so fucked up.
I grew up black and white girl on a Native American reservation, and I went to a school. I had to transfer schools from the Native kids to the all white school with a couple. They had about 3 Mexicans, and I was the ASB president of the basketball team, and Knowledge Bowl, and I was like, I ran the whole school because there was nobody else to do it, and I had an issue. My 2 older brothers were gone; they already moved. They're like, we got to go to where the niggas is, so they moved quickly, to where they could be around our people, and I was by myself, and I had basically an entire school, all of the jocks and all the white boys, and there's a kid from Missouri, and they were using the N-word, just like, oh, this is a nigger beater. I said, what the fuck?
What?
Nigga, that's a stick. What are you talking about? So me, being in the position, I was literally the one who read the bulletin board every morning, like, hello, class, today is whatever. Like, I was literally like, one of those kids. Didn't curse, I didn't drink, I was like abstinence, like I was literally that person. And I had all of these men, 18-year-olds, using the N-word. Finally I said, you know what, I don't appreciate you guys using that, and just don't, you can be ignorant. That's literally what I told them. I said, it's okay to be ignorant, but just don't do it around me. And they said, we don't mean you, oh my God, we love you, blah, 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 blah. We call Brandon, who was the one Mexican kid, we call him Bean. He's okay with that. And I said, that's fine if you, also don't call him Bean around me either. That was the only time I actually got expelled, or not even get expelled, but I got suspended because I snapped because they didn't stop. They kept doing it. And luckily my parents were like, I came home, they were like, yo, You're suspended for a week. Here's all the snacks. Bring your friends over. Have a pool party. Like, they were so proud of me for standing up for what I believe in. And it's just like people like that, there's a lot of struggles, even in my own family. Philadelphia is a real rough one to be a light-skinned girl.
Shit.
Why did my mama marry a white man like you? I said, oh, bitch, ask your mama. I don't know. Auntie, check your girl. So.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Tiff, I know you've been bullied a little bit.
Yeah, but around the time that people thought they were going to bully me was also the one time my brother was home from prison on house arrest. So I do remember, like...
You had security.
Well, what happened was it just happened to be the day, like, a whole bunch of kids on the bus as I was getting off the bus screamed the N-word out the window at me. And I came in the door, like my parents were home from work yet, so I came home and I told my brother, like, oh my God, they called me the N-word. He was like, oh no. He grabbed me, jumped in his 86 Cougar, drove down the street to the next bus stop, walked right on that bus and was like, y'all motherfuckers ever call my sister the N-word again, y'all gonna fucking die. He's like, this ain't no threat, this is a motherfucking promise. That shit down. Mind you, my brother's white as fuck.
Hey.
He's white?
Yes.
Come on.
But my brother was like the original Eminem. Like he was the first white gang member of an all-black gang. So he was like super thug. Everybody knew like, oh, this is a dude from prison. Like we out in the country. They're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So ain't nobody call me the N-word again.
Let's go. Well, and then you know what's crazy
They
too?
did not.
With my same story is my dad, who was white, went down and I was like, Pops, it's not that serious. He cussed out every single teacher, principal, superintendent. He threatened to call Oprah. I'm like, you got Oprah's number, bro? You ain't tell me. I'm calling the NAACP. I'm like, you don't even know them. Like, he was like, and again, it's like, it's kind of the same as like a Kim Kardashian, right? Like Kim, they sure as hell listened to my dad, but they didn't listen to me when I said, yo, Miss Johnson, they keep using the N-word. Can you cut it out? Wow. But as soon as Pops came down, who's also a lieutenant, he don't play.
Wow.
Exactly.
This is crazy.
Shit started changing.
You're listening to the Voice of Reason on Dash Talk Radio. Tonight's topic, Kim K versus Kanye. Who does Black America need more?
I can't.
You're a mess.
Who does Black America need more? A deeper look at social inequality between the races. Why is it that black people are just not heard? This Armenian, no disrespect to Armenia, can just walk in and have a conversation with the popo. The president. The president can walk in, have a conversation with the president, and get some shit cracking immediately. I'm just lost. Let me just ask. Because, you know, it's so many threads in this conversation. One of them, interracial dating. And if you're dating interracially, say you're a black person. Mm-hmm. Do you think it is fair to have an expectation that says, if I'm dating a white person, you got to bring the full power of whiteness, white privilege, and everything to bear to help me and my people? You white, and y'all wealthy, y'all got generational wealth, and you know where generational wealth comes from? It comes from the back of slaves. We've built this motherfucker. I'm a descendant of a slave. I'm a DOS. You got to use your considerable power to undo some of the bullshit that's going on. If you're going to date a white person, should that be an expectation of that relationship? The number to dial is 323-230-4610. I also have another question that black people, you guys touched on a little bit. Black people have seasons. So, what season is the black community in currently regarding skin color? Is it dark skin season or light skin season?
What are we?
Like, we're some of the most hurt motherfuckers. We're some of the most broken motherfuckers. Right. What season is the black community currently in regarding skin color? Light or dark? Call us, 323-230-4610. We've got callers on the line. Welcome to the Voice of Reason on Dash Talk. ZoWilliams is in the building. What's up, pimp?
What's up, ZoWilliams? This is Miko from Fresno.
Miko from Fresno. Woo.
Yep.
Hi, Tiff.
Hey.
Hi, Whitney.
Hey, girl.
Okay, Zo, Tiff, with
Let's go.
this whole Kim Kardashian thing. First of all, no, Zo, we do not need that bitch, okay? Number two, why are we... That's nothing but a program to get us to looking at a white savior, a non-black savior, to come and save us.
Wow.
Did y'all see the tweet on Tashi's page? Tariq Nasheed. They posted on his page a little thing like Sean King 0, Colin Kaepernick 0, Tariq Nasheed 0.
Where'd she go? Where you go, baby?
No, her.
Come back in here, Miko.
She was making a point.
I'm right here.
Okay,
Yeah,
there you are.
Keep going.
Keep going, because we lost you
Okay,
for a
so
second.
when I saw that post on Tariq Nasheed's page that said what I just said about listing Kim and Colin Kaepernick and Sean King and 0 and Kim Kardashian 1,
And you
Black
disappeared
America
again.
know is that.
You better fix that phone, little girl.
Right, we trying to hear this point.
Dang, she's getting good.
Okay, I'm like walking around my apartment.
Nope,
and stuff.
stand.
Stop,
Can you
stop
hear me?
walking.
Right there.
Sit still.
Stay
Sit still. Don't move.
This is a
Okay.
very powerful point you're about to make.
Open the
So what
refrigerator door.
they're saying, what they're telling me is that the black alpha male cannot get done what a non-black person can get done.
That's what I'm talking about.
So you want me, and that's what's wrong with us. We looking outside of our community for a savior when we need to be looking within. And see, that's why that effeminate man, that sissy ass nigga, can get in front because he ain't gonna fight. He ain't gonna draw no blood. Where alpha man is stand to the death, and that's what they scared of because there's some men that's standing up, and they don't want us to get behind them men. Because just imagine if a black woman was to get in her position and get off that white woman titty and stop playing mammy and start playing Betty around here and get on some Betty Shabazz
You
type
under
stuff.
dig? You under dig?
So,
You better
and then
keep
on top
preaching.
of that, I want to ask y'all, if we put a rose petal on a turd, ain't it still shit?
It's
Because
still
I'm glad
shit.
that they got the sister out, but we got tens of thousands. I got a gang of homeboys in California correctional facility that's doing life over nothing. So until we set them tens of thousands of free, one ain't gonna do it.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Fresno in the
I'm dead.
building. Bulldog.
I love y'all. Y'all
Yeah.
keep doing what y'all doing. So I love your books. You show.
Oh, thank you, love.
Man.
Woo, give me goosebumps,
Yes.
yo.
That's
She's
what the
legit
fuck-
gave me goosebumps.
But she said what I said in regards to like that's a micro change. Micro is small, individual, one-on-one change. What we need is macro change, system change.
Right.
Like we gonna give Kim all this applause, which again I'm not mad at getting a person out of jail. That's still a person out of jail. But we need macro change. We need people willing to change the system.
But you know what? This is an example of what our good friend Antonio Moore calls the decadent veil.
Yes.
With the decadent veil, he says the system will parade wealthy black people around to give the false impression that you can be wealthy too, black man.
Right.
But it doesn't deal with the systemic traps and blockages that are there.
Right.
And believe me, redlining, 100 years of Jim Crow,
Right.
like it's a lot of shit that's still there.
Right.
That's why, go get the book, The Color of Law, and read the cover of Law. And it'll talk about how the whole system was designed to keep you out. This is why I always tell brothers, money does not equal power.
No.
They will let you have money, but they are hell bent on letting you have power.
Right.
This is why when you get power, or you start organizing to get power, you start to look like an enemy.
Right.
And they say, oh, we got to kill these motherfuckers. That's when the kill squads come through like, oh, y'all did some power moves.
That's the only reason they ain't killed Kanye yet. Because ain't nobody care what he's saying. If we actually cared and listened and didn't think he was crazy, they would have killed him already.
So,
They would've killed him already.
again, when you
but they're
talk,
like, oh, he crazy, fuck it.
so when you talk about micro change, the micro change works just like the decadent veil.
Yes. No, it is really the decadent
So it looks
veil.
like, we've done something, but on a micro level. You haven't changed anything that would, and I would say, in terms of legal, in terms of the laws of the land, you haven't changed anything that would prevent private prisons from trying to profit. Like I said, private prisons will profit off of your ass regardless. If you're a young black boy, regardless. So private prisons are just like the motherfuckers recruiting for ball players. Them ball players get recruited, football, basketball, all the way down to 10, 11. Be like, oh, that motherfucker's athletic. He's quick. Next thing, that's the next LeBron James. Hey, he's 12. He's in the 6th grade. What are you talking?
Bullshit. My friend's son is in the 8th grade and he's already sponsored. 8th fucking grade.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, guess what? The same way those motherfucking recruiters is out there, you got prison recruiters. Oh, so he's been to the guidance counselor. Oh, he's got a referral. He's been sent to, and they start tracking these motherfuckers. Again, privatized prisons. That's why I say, how come this woman, Michelle Alexander, could write a book, The New Jim Crow, that talks about the privatized prison industry? It sells over 1 million copies, banned in a lot of prisons because they don't want the prisoners reading this shit.
Right.
And she's not as impactful socially as Kim K. No disrespect to Kim K. What Kim K did was right.
Right.
Okay, you saw a woman's story and you was like, all right, cool. I need to do something about this woman's story. I fuck with you for doing that. Kudos to you. You're doing that while your husband's running around talking about slavery was a choice. Then come back and say, no, I'm bipolar. I didn't mean to say that. It was the bipolarism that was talking.
Right.
And this ain't no disrespect to Kanye either, because mental health and
It's
mental
serious.
illness
Yes.
is fucking serious.
Very serious.
So, but I just feel like all these narratives are out here to keep us confused and separated in the long haul. I'm going to tell you right now, you got motherfuckers still running around here talking about light skin, dark skin. You got motherfuckers running around here talking about good hair and edges.
Oh my goodness.
You know what I'm saying? The Cleveland Cavaliers is dark niggas versus the Golden State Warriors, the light skinned niggas.
Man, it's so real out here. The edges thing, y'all, I didn't understand, but I just found out a girl that I know, I'll say an associate, it's like a friend of a friend, literally paid 5 G's to get like edges implants. Because she had done the weave and wig so long that she had like lost her edges in her baby hair. You can actually get like, she basically got female like hair plugs. Mind you, the pictures is bomb. She's actually a very dope makeup artist in LA. But I was like, 5 G's though.
But first
for
off,
some baby hairs.
You're not supposed to have baby hairs as an adult.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's so crazy. Like she literally had no edges, and the edge game, the edge hate in LA in general is so strong that instead of paying some bills or investing in a website for her business or something, she got some edges. I was like,
wow,
damn. But my
you could
homegirl
do
corrected
that.
me. She's like, Tiffany, you say damn to that. Like, oh shit, I could never do that. She's like, but that's because bitch, you have baby hairs.
You're
and I was
good.
like, I mean, true, but I have baby hairs because I don't do all that to my hair in the first place to lose them. But like, I didn't even realize until she brought it to my attention. Like, this is really a thing in our community that someone's willing to invest $5,000 in some edges. I mean, LeBron James even got.
He invested in some hair too. Don't
He
get it
got-
twisted. He got that little
he got a
patchy something
Beijing
or
up
another
there.
got up on there. He doing all right.
I'm afraid his Beijing gonna melt off
glad.
every game. Don't wipe it with the towel too hard. But I'm just saying, like, I didn't realize that's how strong it is. Like, she really felt so strongly about it that she was willing to invest $5,000 in it.
Wow.
My thing is, can I ask a question? Because it's just like Cardi B, right? Cardi B's out here, she's doing it. Or like a Nicki Minaj. Why is there not many black women who are doing the same thing? Like, yo, your auntie is in prison and Kim K just got her out. I feel like the black people that we do have in those, that's one thing that I can like big up Kim K for doing is she actually sometimes uses her influence. This is one of the, I don't know any other times. But anyway, this one time, you know what I mean? It is cool.
Do you think it depends on the celebrity? Because, you know, certain white people don't see certain celebrities as black. You remember that scene in Do the Right Thing? And they was talking about, how come ain't no black celebrities on the wall? And then he was like,
that one right there is.
you know, he was like Prince and Michael Jackson and this and that. He was like, they're not black. They're not niggas.
Right, and some people say that, like, they transcended color. I'm like, what? No.
What does that even mean?
Right, that's really to me, when I hear that, because I've heard it before, especially when it comes to Prince and Michael Jackson, is like, white people just don't want to see them as black because then that means they actually esteem someone of color. They don't realize that's really like the racist in them not wanting to see them as black. It makes them feel more comfortable, be like, no, you just kind of tannish.
But I do that to white people.
So
like your brother is not white to me. He's a nigga. My dad is not white that much. He's like kind
He's
of
not
a
white
nigga.
that much?
You feel me? Like he looks like it, but he's rapping too short. I'm like, bro, you know you look like a redneck whoop-de-whoop, whatever. But
The number to dial is 323-230-4610. What black... I mean, this is very interesting. What black entertainer you think could have done what Kim K did? Is there a black entertainer that could have gotten an audience with the president?
I know one.
Call us. The number to dial is 323-230-4610. Call us right now, 323-230-4610. Is there a black entertainer that could have did what Kim K did? Because people will say, well, why are you making a difference? Why is there a distinction? Because black people have been without power for a long time. And we have to acknowledge that that is a power move that Kim K was able to pull. Can Beyonce do it? The number to dial, 323-230-4610.
That was who I should have said.
Can
not Cardi.
Beyonce do it? The phone lines are open. Callers, you're on the line. What's your name and where you call it? Somebody said Lionel Richie.
Oh, no. Oh, okay, someone hung up.
Caller, you're on the line. What's your name and where you calling from? Speak on it.
I'm Marcus from Houston, Texas.
Marcus from Houston, Texas. How you doing, Marcus?
I'm all right, brother. How you doing?
What's the deal, bruh?
Doing all right. I also want to say hi to the beautiful ladies in the room.
I bet you do. They smell good. You can smell all type of perfume and lotion and shit.
Smell like.
Jesus, boy, it's something special in this motherfucker this evening.
Hey, I envy you, brother. I envy you.
All right, cool, man. So what do you think?
Well, on the celebrity question you asked, I feel like a person like Denzel Washington probably would have been a better celebrity.
Good question. Yes, good.
I don't know if he's had any negative publicity in the media lately because I don't really keep up with media like that. And I also know he's one of the few masculine brothers that hasn't been in a dress, as far as I know. So and I know a lot of sisters respect him as a man. So I feel like he would have been a good person to get up there and say something.
Mm-hmm. You think maybe Lawrence Fishburne?
I think his daughter ruined it for him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, what about Will Smith? You think Will could do it?
Well, look, if you want to ask my honest opinion, I really don't care about any celebrity because I feel like there's too many of our people suffering and they don't do enough to step up for the communities for me to pay attention to any of the bullshit they got going on, to be honest with you. I don't really fuck with any of the celebrities because I live in an impoverished area, so I see what our people go through on a daily basis. Niggas standing out in front of stores looking like they need money or a drug or something, whatever the case may be. And I'm going in the store and I see rap shit on the goddamn shelf with rappers on it. And I'm like, so you motherfuckers can sell chips in the hood, but couldn't nobody come out here and build a shelter and have men go around and mentor these young brothers that are lost because there's no men around anymore to mentor them? I mean, I don't understand why we give so much or why we idolize the celebrities so much when clearly they have money and fame and their lives aren't happy. And we have our own dramas going on in our own life. They not in the hood helping us. When we going through shit, I barely hear any celebrities, especially melanated ones, stepping up to, step up for us, and if they do, they probably won't be in the mainstream media because the mainstream media won't put them out there. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And I feel like right now we're at a time and point where information is coming in at such a rapid pace, so fast, that they're trying to keep us confused and discombobulated with all the information, and we're not even realizing that besides what they got going on in this media, the planet's doing its own thing. We got volcanoes going off. We got weird weather going off everywhere. And we sitting up here worried about this hooker that went up and talked to the president, this hooker, because I don't know anything else that she's famous for outside of being a hooker. And we sitting here paying attention to her, and she's not even a good example of what a true queen is.
Wow. Hey, brother, I appreciate the honesty. I appreciate the candor. Thank you, man, for calling in. That shit was real to the motherfucker. You might not agree with him, but guess what?
Your hookers don't matter.
That motherfucker, hey, he's going to say it and he's going to stand on it, man. Thank you for the call. We appreciate it.
Hookers matter too.
Hookers' lives matter.
Wow.
I like it, yo.
Get to your phone lines right now. The number to dial is 323-230-4610. That's 323-230-4610. Could Michelle Alexander, author of The New Jim Crow, get an audience with the President of the United States and get someone freed? My question to you is, why would Donald Trump free this woman when President Obama was afraid to even touch her case?
I like when you ask good questions.
323-230-4610. Why didn't Obama do something during his 8 years? For all you Obamaites who love him. Kim K could come in and say, yo, what's up, pimp? You want an egg? We trying to save people. The number to dial is 323-230-4610. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name and where you calling from? Speak on it.
Yo, Zo, this is RJ from the Bay. What's up to Whitney and Tiffany?
Hey.
Yeah, you better say what's up to them, boy. I know what you're doing. You in the chat room peeping the whole situation, ain't you?
Hey, you know it. I'm out here lurking.
Out here lurking. All right, cool. Go ahead, man.
To your first question, man, honestly, I don't think the black community needs Kim or Kanye. I know most recently T.I. was on the Breakfast Club, and he said that we as the black delegation can't afford to lose Kanye's voice. And I mean, Kanye's skin may be black, but psychologically, he a white man. He don't do no good for our community. And when I think about the Kardashian curse, especially for alpha men, just the family, consider all the athletes, since you think about the realm of celebrity. The Kardashian family messed up what? Reggie Bush, Rashard McCants, Lamar Odom, Matt Kemp, Miles Austin, Ben Simmons,
Bruce Jenner,
James Harden, Odell Beckham, Jordan Clarkson, Tristan Thompson, Blake Griffin. Every time you get an alpha man, you know what I'm saying? All they do is
I don't know if they were alpha men given their outcomes, but okay.
Wow.
Sorry.
Well, even if you don't consider them alpha, they have celebrity. They have impact because they have a following and a voice.
Agreed.
And when you think about everything that they've done, you're not going to find any black celebrity that's not racially ambiguous that's going to be able to talk to Trump and do anything.
Wow.
Because you can't negotiate with white supremacy. Kim just did an interview with Van Jones, and when he hit her with what about the fact that he used you, she had the stuck face.
She didn't know what to say.
She did have the stuck
face. She said she didn't feel like she was being used, but make no mistake.
She was. Yeah.
Nice.
He is going to use this as a, see, black people? When he runs. He gonna do, he has to. He has to.
Absolutely. Ain't nobody in the community listening to Dr. Carson. He lost all his credibility and status once he started bucking his eyes and raising up he's trying to redo HUD, raise up 20% for low-income families. Kanye, even though he may have a good ear sonically and he may be talented at music, he's no real help to the community. You saw what happened with, him and Rhyme Fest?
Oh, yeah.
With the Donna Edwards house. He's not even helping his own community that he claims.
Wow.
So they can't do anything for us. So we got to make sure that we're on our black empowerment, that we help ourselves start locally and continue to build.
Hey, brother, I appreciate the call. Appreciate the insight. You want to join the conversation? The number to dial is 323-230-4610. That's 323-230-4610. You're listening to the Voice of Reason on Dash Talk. Tonight's topic, Kim K versus Kanye. Which one of these motherfuckers is more beneficial to black America? If Kim can get the president's ear, his daughter, her husband, and the president, and get some shit moving that normally gets niggas killed for speaking out against. Because listen, people killing police officers. Police officers killing people right now.
Every day.
Brothers be getting killed by the popo. What if Kim K went in there and said, hey, bro, seriously, man, the shit Colin is talking about is real. He might have gone about it the wrong way by kneeling and shit, but he got a point. Black people are oppressed, a lot of fuckery going on. How can I use my platform? What if she went in there with that angle? Do you think he would have been complicit? Do you think he would have helped her? Or do you think he would have been like, get the fuck up out of here? Because if you go in there with a serious motherfucking issue, not saying that this woman who was on life, had life isn't a serious issue, but you in there on a serious issue like what Colin is talking about, do you think he would have listened to Kim? Because what I'm trying to figure out is, do you just listen to white folk?
Well, actually, Kim said it very specifically that she went in there strategically understanding she could not speak about all the policies that she doesn't agree on. She said that it was actually only effective because it was for one person and she was specifically talking about this case. She said the strategy was not to talk about all of the policies she doesn't agree on. And that's why it was effective. She knew if she went in there talking about we need to reform all of the drug charges in the last 20 years, he would have been like, get the fuck out of my office.
But that's not what I'm asking. I'm asking, instead of asking about that woman.
Yeah.
See, because I see the politics behind just asking about that woman.
Yeah.
The politics about that woman is gender politics too.
Yes.
I'm a woman, she's a woman, it's fucked up.
She's a mother and a grandmother.
She's a mother
I'm
and a grandmother. See, it's easy to play that angle.
Yes.
But if you go in there on another angle and say, what's up with
He wouldn't have
Kaepernick?
listened. He wouldn't have taken the meeting. That's why she said it. She was low-key telling you guys how she won this one battle. She said, I knew I couldn't talk about all the other things. I could reform. No, she got the meeting because she said, I want to talk about this one lady's case.
This one lady's case.
Yes.
Can she do that every other week?
Oh, I think she maxed out that card already. You know what I mean?
That's your one favor, bro. You asked the president, you had one shot, and that's the shot you took. I mean, I get it.
But that's where it was kind of a media play on both sides. And
Yes.
whether Kim realizes it or not, that's exactly what he allowed to happen. It was very strategic from his side of things.
Yeah.
And to answer your question, Obama did actually pardon 500
No, 1,000.
1,000.
It was 1,000.
Like low drug offenders before he left office. So he did pardon people.
But why didn't he touch her?
Because he don't need to.
I don't know. Maybe he just didn't know about her. I don't know these answers, these questions.
Oh, Auntie who? Granny, or
They've been
or
working
Kim?
on Auntie Granny for many years to try to get her out.
So I don't know, like specifically why not her, but I do know he pardoned I knew it was upward of 500 to 1,000 people.
It was 1,000.
Yeah.
And that's one of the absolute powers that presidents have, is the ability to pardon people.
Don't let me get up and down and be like, hey, y'all, come on, we out. It's a party.
We just trying to ask the questions. We don't know shit.
We don't.
But so
we just asking.
Tiff be knowing, though. Go ahead,
No,
Tiff.
well, I was going to say, in regards to Will Smith, the thing about celebrities is Kim said something that kind of shocked me. She said, I was willing to sacrifice my brand to help this woman. Now, whether that was the case or not, I don't know, because this all worked out in her favor. Her brand is still there, and, the lady got out, blah, blah, blah. But most celebrities aren't willing to risk their brand and the ability to stay relevant to help other people. Like Will and Jada Smith do have the power actually to do that, at least get the meeting.
You think so?
But that's because honestly, they're doing stuff like fucking Angelina Jolie. They've already spoken to the Congress and Senate multiple times about sex trafficking, as well as Willow.
But I
Jada
think-
and Willow go
So
to
let
talk
me-
to the Senate a few times a year.
So let's make the distinction, because I think talking about sex trafficking is different than talking about African American oppression.
Oh, absolutely.
See, you could get somebody's ear on sex trafficking,
Absolutely.
but African American oppression,
Yeah.
descendants of slaves, wealth, the wealth calcification and the gap and all. We're not talking about that.
Right.
We're not going to have those conversations.
Man.
I mean, you're here.
Right.
How long is this meeting?
He's like, I got to
Exactly.
go.
I'll listen for the duration of the meeting.
And that's why most black celebrities aren't willing to do it, because they're like, why risk my brand to know I'm likely not making a fucking difference?
Wow.
That's the issue. Like, if you're going to sit with the meeting with Trump, even that's where Steve Harvey fucked up. He's like, I'm going to be a bridge and I'm going to try to sit down with my enemy. None. He ain't listening to you anyways. And now you got a whole bunch of black people pissed off.
And knowing
You risked your brand and didn't make a fucking difference. Sucks to be you.
Let me ask this. They call her the greatest female athlete
Serena?
in the world.
Serena.
Could Serena have gotten this meeting? I need to know. I need a name, ladies and gentlemen. The number to dial is 323. Could have pulled off what Kim K did. People would say, why are you asking this motherfucking question? Because if we're a progressive society that's moving toward equality, then there should be some black female celebrity counterparts to Kim K.
Yeah. Well, what about, what's her name? It's not Angela Yee? No. Let me get my names right, because there's too
Angela
many.
Yee from...
No, not that chick. I'm trying. I'll think of it. I have to like Google it. But what's the chick? She's always on CNN. Light skinned chick. She's from Seattle. I probably should know. She's probably my cousin or something. But dang,
probably my cousin.
Anytime I meet a mixed chick from Texas, I'm like, oh yeah, you could be my sister. I don't even know.
Look,
my daddy was a popper with the Rolling Stones.
Yes.
Lisa Ray?
Bow. What's her name?
No, not Lisa Ray. Is that it?
Not
no,
Lisa Ray, but it's something Ray. Angela Ray.
Angela Ray.
Angela Ray. There we go.
Her. She's all over making waves and doing the most.
But does she have the celebrity cachet of a Kim K?
Absolutely not.
This is why you can't.
I didn't even know her name. So.
This is why
like Soledad couldn't do it. No.
This is why you can't really shit on Kim K, because Kim K has the cachet to get that meeting.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, people would even say like Jay and Bay, but and on the other side is they know better than to risk the brand to, again, not make the difference.
But I don't think Jay and Bay could do it, only because they've already articulated themselves as oppositional to the president.
No, they're already on the like, nah, we
not fucking with you.
We know y'all don't mess with us.
But I think that's also why he would be, because again, Trump is all about optics. So I think if they really asked for a meeting, he would give it just for that optics. Like, oh, even these niggas gonna sit down with me. He would take the meeting.
Right.
Now, would anything come from that meeting? No, which is why Jay and Bay would never ask for the meeting. They could get the meeting, but they're not going to go to it because they're like, nothing's going to happen.
But he's a politician now. And on top of that, he's a businessman. What if he leverages them? Like, I'll do something for you. You do this for me.
What, you mean Trump, like, reverse leverage them?
Yes. Free some motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Or acknowledge some shit.
Okay.
But you got to campaign. You got to stump for me.
And they'd be like, fuck you.
Well, and
fuck
my
you.
thing, honestly, I think that Jay and Bay are better to continue doing what they're doing, which is trying to educate and make sure that more and more people believe in themselves and magic, as far as he's over here with Meek and whoop-de-whoops and trying to do, you know what I mean? They're working with us instead of trying to sway.
Right,
you feel
because Jay-Z just came out and told Meek Mill not to take the meeting with the president. So he does have some influence, but I think it's oppositional.
Yeah. And I think, honestly, that's going to make a better... I personally would probably do the same, because it's going to make I would feel like that's going to make a better wave, because I want the mental health of black people to become better, because then we don't have to opposition our shit. We don't gotta play the game when I don't really like Trump, but I'm gonna pretend to like Trump so I can try to get some out of him. Nah, bro, we're good. I got about 1 million other people that now think better because I put a book out and they're seeing things the way that they need to see.
Right.
Somebody just said Charles Barkley could definitely get a meeting with the president.
Oh, bro.
Again, some of these people could get the meeting, but could they get a result is the better question. A lot of these motherfuckers could get a meeting because, again, Trump likes the attention.
But what I'm saying is Charles Barkley is not...
No,
that's just funny. That's just comedy.
Okay.
Get him out of here.
That's just comedy.
Look, I just watched Space Jam, by the way, last night. Shout out to my guy, Chuck. Charles.
Man, this is wild. The number to dial is 323-230-4610. Thank you for listening to the Voice of Reason. Callers, thank you for calling. Keep calling.
Ooh, someone said LeBron.
Well,
no, LeBron don't even want to go to the White House.
But again, he done already shut down the White House. See, once you listen, this is a petty president.
Death.
Hella petty.
So once you show yourself as oppositional to him, he ain't fucking with you.
Nah.
Right.
So the number to dial again is 323-230-4610. You're listening to The Voice of Reason. I am him, ZoWilliams. Callers, you're on the line. What's your name and where you calling from? What's up, Mike?
Hey, how y'all doing today?
Hey, what up, girl? Who this?
I'm Kelly from Vegas.
Kelly from Vegas, what up?
I just left
So
Kelly.
I had to call because I'm like tripping on the fact that we're really having this conversation.
Speak on it.
Kim Kardashian and Donald Trump are both reality TV people. She's definitely not a bad-looking woman. She's famous for a sex tape. That's right up his alley to meet with her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't think that it was a black thing. It seems like it's more a publicity thing on her end to say, oh, I'm in the know about the ills of society, and I can speak with the president. Let me go do this. Like, it just seems so bogus to me. You know, and this is one black person out of how many who is in jail right now with first-time cases, non-violent, and they doing life.
Wow.
So if this sets a precedent, I'll take my hat off to the woman on, you know, if it sets a precedent. And it should, because what's good for the goose should be good for the gander. If they going to do that for this lady, they should be doing it across the board for people in the same situation.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I wanted to say that about Kim K. Also, just to touch on Kanye West, I don't trust no black man who dyed their hair blind and wear blue contacts.
Come on.
We have to be clear that is saying loud and clear that my blackness ain't the number one important thing that defines me as a human being. That's not who I am. You know, I mean, because that's just, you know, it's just telling. It's very telling. No disrespect to sisters, but I kind of be feeling the same way when I see sisters doing it. You know, it's kind of like have some self-respect. And just one more point to touch on about the hair thing. I think it breaks my heart to see sisters who forehead is like 5 times the size it used to be because they done been getting weaved and wearing these tape-on, glue-on wigs. You know, to spend $5,000 to get that fixed, it should have never went that far in the first place to, you know, sit there and say, oh, I'm beautiful too, look at my fake hair, and they get to, you know, come on. We have to find, you know, I just want black people to find a way with all this shit that we go through in this country to be proud of who you are, because we come from a long line of strong ass people. We descended of slaves. If a bunch of them didn't make it, we wouldn't be here now. And they lived under conditions way worse than what we see today.
Wow.
So I want to thank y'all for letting me put my paddle in this river. And y'all have a great evening.
We appreciate you, baby girl. Thank you.
Go Cavs.
Go Cavs, girl.
Okay.
Golden State. All right, cool.
So.
I just had to shit.
Yeah.
Callers, you're on the line. Welcome to the Voice of Reason. We want to know, Kim K or Kanye, who does Black America need more? Speak on it.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing, love?
Hey, I didn't know I was on.
Yeah, the whole outside is loud. How you doing?
Oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm doing well. How about you?
We good. Tell us who this is.
That's good. My name is Amira. Hey, Tiffany.
Hey. Oh, Amira. This is actress Amira. If y'all want to follow her, she's dope.
Okay. Actress Amira. Welcome to the show, baby boo. What's happening?
Yes.
Thank you. Well, I wanted to speak on the whole thing about who do black people need more, Kim Kardashian or Kanye West.
Well, go ahead.
She laughing still. I don't know. I'm
She over there
so
giggling?
excited. Who, girl? Who is it?
She over there giggling. Come on.
Hello?
Yes, you here, babe. You can speak on it.
Oh, sorry. My finger's in the background talking. Okay. I feel like we don't need either one of them more than the other. I feel like that's the problem. They want to try to give black people, they want to pick our leaders for us and pick these people who they think that we should follow. I think we should be looking more towards political-minded people who are more serious-minded than Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. Those are the people we should look towards. Those are the people that our ancestors looked towards, like Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, Marcus Garvey. Those are the type of minds that we need to be looking towards, professors and things of that nature. At the end of the day, this is all for entertainment. Things about mental illness and things like that, but he's been already shown his colors and where he's standing when it comes to blackness. When he made that comment about biracial girls making the best video girls, there's different things that Kanye West has already said that show you that he's not all that pro-black or black conscious as he does, as he promotes his whole for his image. He has the knowledge. He definitely has the knowledge, and he's definitely aware, but I don't think his heart is in it. And I think that's what we need more than anything right now in this movement is people whose hearts are in it, because it's become so faddish and so trendy lately that everybody's being pro-black and woke, and they're trying to monetize off of it. They're making companies off of it, but their heart isn't there in it. And I think that's what we need more than anything. And the same with Kim Kardashian. She's not stupid. She's a smart woman. She knows that she's gotten big off of black men idolizing and pedalizing this look, this off-black look of, you know, a non-black woman striving to emulate black women. She knows that she's going to have to do something to show for it if she want to maintain any status, if she want to maintain having the attention of the black community, because we are waking up. So this is another thing for her to do, for her to keep her status.
Okay.
I feel like as black people, we shouldn't be paying neither one of them no mind.
All right. Well, I appreciate that. None of them get our attention. You right. Fuck it then.
Fuck it then.
We appreciate the call, young lady. You call it anytime you get ready. You understand?
Sheesh, I know. She said, come on, I'm ready. She said,
All right.
sis.
Thank you so much for the call, love.
Thanks, boo.
So I got a question, though.
Go ahead.
What about the old Kanye? Do you think Kanye is switching up the way that he is as far as being a black man because he found out that he can make a lot more money by doing so? Because if you listen to old Kanye and his music, he's talking about slave ships and this, that, and the third, and spaceships, and we got to get out and things like that.
Slave ships and spaceships.
You know what I mean? So it's just like the old Kanye, right? We miss the old Kanye. If you really listen to old Kanye's lyrics, he does seem more about uplifting the black community. Is this part of him becoming this multi-mega superstar, you know, in the making? Because now he doesn't seem, I mean, now he thinks slavery is a joke or whatever. So
Well, clearly Kanye is not well.
He's got a few lights loose or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, whenever you're on some creative, high-level, you know, creative shit, you mean, there's somewhat of a disconnect, I believe, in a lot of those people. Not absolutely, but in a lot of people that are really, really creative, there's like a disconnect with the real world. You know what I'm saying? Heavily right-brained people.
Yeah.
You know, it's just a kind of a slight disconnect. And then you throw in on top of that his mother passing.
Yep.
And sometimes we got to, so there's a double-edged sword with mom passing.
Yeah.
Because on one end, it's, wow, his mom passed, and you got to be empathetic. But then on the other end, wow, you're using your mom passing as a crutch to just be a dick. So at the end of the day, I'm going to lean towards the other side. Brother's mom passed, and clearly it's hard to kind of process that shit when you're in the public eye.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm gonna lean that way for that shit. But for the things that he's saying, it just seems like he is the opposite of his wife in that way. Because I'm not saying Kanye hasn't done anything for the community. I'm just saying Kanye is the dude that can get on the phone and say, yo, this is the way Kanye could fix the bullshit that he done started with this latest album. Maybe Kanye gets on the phone and hollers at his friend. Because he's, you know, this is Keep America, Make America Great, and all this bull. Get on the phone.
Right.
Would that redeem Kanye if he could get on the phone?
Well, they try to say it in the song, like it sounded like he was like trying to put a positive twist on the whole slogan, but he didn't realize that like all the shit he did before just made it worse.
Well, he's
like,
done that before.
You know what I mean?
He's done that
Yeah,
before
so,
with the Confederate flag.
Yeah,
he wore
on
it
his
a
tour jacket and stuff.
Yeah.
And so, like, I think the real issue, one, Kanye would probably be one of the best. There's a few other celebrities that have been open about being diagnosed bipolar, but he is one of the best like representatives of that, because a lot of people just think, they talk about it loosely, like bipolar incorrectly, and it frustrates me as a mental health professional. They just think that's like moody.
Right.
No, bipolar is really experiencing like long stints of being like actually clinically depressed, and then stints of actual mania.
Right.
And Kanye, like some of his most brilliant artistic moments are when he's manic,
Right.
as well as some of his worst media bloopers.
Right.
And for him to finally be like, okay, fuck, because that's what mania is. It's like literally just legit, just like losing your goddamn mind.
Right.
That's when like a lot of celebrities like drug use, spend all their money, go gambling, like shit. They be like, what the fuck happened? And the
Super
next thing,
happy,
and now they're depressed
tripping.
as fuck. Like,
Right.
because that's what bipolar is. It's mania depression. And so, but the other disadvantage, like he said, I was in the closet for 2 years. I'm like, because trying to deal with bipolar and losing your mama, like that shit's a monster right there.
That's crazy.
You know
so
what I mean?
we're gonna give him the benefit of the doubt on
Like
it.
that's a monster.
But his woman out here handling business.
She's trying. She's sending tweets like, our family does not represent the thoughts of Kanye right now. Everybody unfollow this nigga right now.
Well, my thing too is let's all remember when Obama was getting ready to, finish up his term. And everybody's talking about who's going to be running. And Kanye straight up come out and said, I'm going to run for president in 2020? Mm-hmm. Do you guys really think that this is the setup, yo? This is the setup. They're trying to learn the system as far as, and then gain that respect in the rest of the community. So, his Kim K could be the first lady because she talked to Donald Trump once. Like, that's how stupid that I feel like this is how stupid.
Whitney,
come on.
You own it right now.
Come on. I'm just saying that
Whitney.
Come on.
Whitney, you own it. Because
this is it.
You would think that shit's fucking outlandish.
Yeah. But white people voted for Trump on that same shit.
Right.
So this is literally the setup. No, this is look, when he wins and we're all like, what the hell just happened? Like we were with Trump. Y'all heard it first on the Voice of Reason. Your girl Miss Tabor. I'm just saying.
I'm saying that's just like what the caller just said.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's like these are two reality TV show stars.
Bro.
Meeting in the Oval Office. Yo.
Like Ross Perot 2 times.
Yo, that's big. Hey, look, we got a caller on the line. Caller, what's your name and where you calling from? Welcome to the Voice of Reason. Speak on it.
Hey, what's going on? I'm a Johnny from Seattle.
Okay, 206, what's happening?
Oh, wow. Don't get her turned up.
That's my hood, yo. Hey, we in here.
All right, what's up?
What's going on, ladies? How you doing?
Oh, hey.
But,
go ahead.
Y'all gonna say what's up to him?
Hey, what's up? Sorry, I was excited.
You know, he called in here to talk to y'all. Y'all just ignored him like, whatever, nigga.
Right, a little bit. No, it's all good.
Get to the shit you're talking about, nigga.
I just wanted to speak on this topic right here concerning Kanye and Kim. Yeah. As far as Kanye is concerned, lost cause. He's broken. He's dead. Send him to the glue factory. He's done.
Send him to the glue factory.
Damn.
He is. There's nothing we can do with it. And honestly, it happens all the time. So it's whatever. But with Kim, I see an opportunity here. Tell her to get her ass back here. We got some more work for her to do. You know?
Right.
Let's keep this momentum going. Maybe she can keep going back to Trump, influence some of her other white Hollywood peers.
Yeah.
And have them releasing more and more people.
Yeah.
I like that. Used to be speech from this a little bit.
I like that.
I like that
too.
Let's free a black a month.
There we go.
That's what I'm saying. Like, use your white allies to your advantage. Make some change.
Well, it's called the flippity dippity.
That's their next little pet project that they do instead of adopting African kids.
Man.
I mean,
we should just stop.
They should free an innocent black a month. I like that.
For 2 cents a day,
I will say that's my one pet peeve. People are quick to go fucking adopt internationally. I'm like, you know how many fucking black kids in the hood need adopting right now? I just don't understand international adoption. I love you. Go ahead, save a baby, but there's plenty right here in our backyard.
Exactly. Hey, man, we appreciate the call. Thank you for the insight. You brought Seattle into the building, the 206.
Yeah.
If you want to bring your city into the building, all you got to do is hit those numbers, 323-230-4610. The Voice of Reason is live. We got callers on the line. Caller! What's your name and where you calling from? Speak on it. Caller. Caller. Are they on the line or no?
No.
All right, again.
Well,
listen, we're just going to take a quick break.
Let's do it.
Do it.
You know I want to play one of my little 30-second drops or whatnot. You want to dig? Play one of them drops.
Do it.
And then when we come right back, the phone lines will be open. The number to dial, because I want to get your opinion on this. Does Black America need most? Who does Black America need most? Or does Black America need none of them? The number to dial, 323-230-4610. We'll be back in 2.2. Holla. I'm ZoWilliams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call.
Hey, you are now tuned in to the voice of reason. The big hummus house is your host this evening. ZoWilliams, man of many topics. Talk about everything, ain't nothing out of pocket. religion and music to maximizing profit. Or how to tell if your relationship is toxic. If you're on the wrong path, we can stop it. Knowledge is like the beat and we drop it. So tune in and get you some wisdom from square guests to niggas that's just out of prison. So whether you're saint, sinner, or heathen, get you some grown game from the voice of reason.
Of reason. You know what it is. You're listening to Dash Talk.
You're listening to Dash Talk, the place where your bullshit beliefs come.
We up in here doing it. You dig? The voice of reason is live, man. I enjoy all of the callers. The chat room is lit right now. First off, what is the chat room Dash listeners are asking? You know you can see us live. Right? We're live right now on my YouTube channel where we have over 35,000 subscribers. People are checking out the show live. They're looking at Tiffany and Whitney, you know. Hey, Tiffany and Whitney, they could be twins.
Tiffers and Witters.
Yeah, you know, there's a bunch of objectification happening.
True.
They're making
the suckers is not going to help at all.
Oh, yeah.
You under dig? You under dig? It's a real situation in this bitch tonight, motherfucker. The voice of reason is live. Tonight's topic has been a really good one, a very interesting one. We've been talking all things interracial.
Hey.
You under dig? All things interracial. Kim Kardashian versus Kanye West. Who does Black America need more? I have so many questions around the different layers of interracial racism, you know, all the bullshit that's going on. Meghan Markle and the Prince.
Oh,
and
Lord.
All types of shit, man. But one of the questions that popped up was, what do sisters really think about Omarosa?
No.
Very heavy question.
Heavy.
Another one, is interracial marriage the personification of the lack of racial pride? Fuck.
Damn, Gina.
Is interracial marriage the personification of the lack of racial pride? Fuck tarts.
All right.
Would it just be easier to date your own race? Mind your motherfucking business with your people. Because an interracial date or an interracial marriage is really a mixed marriage.
Right.
Mixed ideologically. mixed socially, mixed culturally, and mixed economically.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's a lot. It's a lot to deal with.
I mean, because is it fair to say that some white people that are wealthy, that come from generational wealth, is it fair to say that some of them go, I can't date brokenness. She's a slave.
I mean, but they don't want to date brokenness regardless of color. But generational wealthy white people still don't want you to date broke white people. That's where prenups came from.
From you, I want the answers. The number to dial is 323-230-4610. Caller, you're on the line. Welcome to the Voice of Reason. Speak on it. Caller. I could tell this is fuckery. Caller, you're on the line.
Hi.
Who is this?
Florida.
This is who?
Somebody from Florida.
That's all I got.
You in a hurricane, baby?
It's about to be that season, yes. Good evening, everybody.
The evening is well, now that you finally was able to speak. What's happening? Okay.
Pretending
yes, talk to us.
To become warped with all this integration of the white supremacy that our minds have been distorted into thinking that we should just stay within our own cultures. You know what I'm saying? Because if you think about it, there's a little bit of melanin in every single country. Everything started from Black origination. Like if you even think about the Asian culture, from how the samurais used to be, like there used to be Black samurais until everything got invaded. Until everything got invaded, then that's when everything started to mess up.
Wow.
So I think we should make our own. I don't think we should just keep it to ourselves, because if we don't keep it to ourselves, then how are we going to come together?
Wow.
So maybe interracial marriage is a way to melanate everybody. Like, who we gonna get you to planet?
I fuck with you.
We back.
I fuck with you.
We gonna put a little drop of melanin and everything.
It took a minute for your phone to start working, but when it worked,
boom,
you delivered. You delivered some truths that are not always articulated, and you did a wonderful job.
Thank you. I'm only 20.
Oh, well, thank you, baby boo. Thank you for calling in. We appreciate it.
Yes.
Good evening.
All right, you too. Thank you for the call.
Bye.
Caller, you're on the line. What's your name and where you calling from? Welcome to the Voice of Reason. Speak on it. Caller.
Probably over with.
Oh,
Caller. Caller.
Auntie.
Auntie, you on the phone? What's up, Auntie?
What did I do? Oh.
You are on the line. Hello. Caller.
She doing laundry?
Okay. Shit.
Well.
The fuck is going on?
I don't even know.
The number to dial is 323-230-4610. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hey, what's happening, man? This is the great Geek Speak up in the chat room, man.
What's happening, Pam?
Come through with the
What's happening? Hey, I got a shameless plug. Can I get a shameless plug in?
Oh, you calling to do a commercial, nigga?
No. It's just on the topic, man. But
all right, here we go. Shameless plug. Let's go.
Shameless plug, man. We standing up a little talk show, man. It's called Starting Up Talk Show. Y'all can check that out on YouTube, man.
This nigga is promoting.
I'm saying, man.
Hey, do what you gonna do. He did it.
I can get it in, man.
You understand?
People that's on now. But yeah, relationship and be pro-black.
Can you?
I don't know. I think it's different levels to the thing. I think it's like there's some people who have not taken up the mantle, right? There's some people who don't just.
If you're going to be in an interracial relationship, should it be a stipulation? And I would say this is speaking particularly to black-white.
Yeah, but take me out on this. Some people have not taken up the mantle and taken up the responsibility of understanding that we are at war or that we have responsibility of things like that. And I feel like, when I see people like that, I don't try to impress upon them, the knowledge that I have now or whatever, or where I am now.
Well, let's go back. Wait. Let's go back. Let's go back. You just said we are at war. Because I hear motherfuckers say this shit all the time. What kind of war?
Oh, economic, social, all kinds of things.
Right.
Now we've been in these schools where they've taught us all kinds of things that aren't true about ourselves and the world. And right now, I think more than ever, we're waking up, and there's a lot of us who are taking on the task and kind of trying to show people. But I recognize that
so let me stop you
that
here.
are out there.
So let me stop you here, just to, because I'm gonna go back and forth with you for a minute. You said economic, then you mentioned education, you mentioned social. All that shit is thought process.
Yes.
So in order to win the war, you must first break up with the thought process.
Correct.
Sure.
But you can't break up with the thought process that's tied.
I got you on this.
Does that make sense?
But you remember, that makes sense. Absolutely.
All right.
But you remember, so let's go.
You're not really listening, and I can tell.
But you heard the but.
Cool.
That means I didn't listen to
But
shit.
go ahead. I'm listening.
I'm just going to keep saying what I wanted to say. That part.
Go ahead. No, I am listening. I'm talking about, I feel like y'all not listening. Because what I'm speaking to is how these people think. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I don't want to give up on people, but I feel like if they are saying, "Oh, well, I'm not gonna take up this mantle. I'm not going to, I understand these truths, and I'm not going to take up this mantle." Then it's not on me to say, "Hey, I'm going to judge your relationship." Does that make sense? I understand these things myself, but if they don't want to, if they do understand these things, or if they don't want to understand these things, it's not up to me to say, "Hey, I judge your relationship," or I say, "Hey, you can't be in this relationship and call yourself this or that."
Tough one, man. Here's the thing. I think to even ask that question, the motherfucking relationship is done. You need to fight for me and my cause and my peoples if we gonna be together.
Yeah, it should just be implied. Otherwise, you can't.
Get the fuck out of here. Like,
Yeah.
the only listen. Let me just say right now. Let me just end this shit right now. Thank you for the call, brother. Let me just end this shit right now.
Yeah.
The only way you should be in an interracial relationship if it's kismet, love at first sight, some real love, like bam, I can't help it. It's beyond me.
Yeah.
That's the only way.
Yes.
Otherwise, your ass is a social maneuverer.
Yes.
A manipulator.
Yes.
You probably lack, self-worth, self-knowledge, self-love, all that shit.
Envy.
You probably got some motherfucking ladder climbing tactics that you want to do by fucking with this big baller from another race. Let's just be honest.
You had some cornrows once in Mexico.
Well, because the problem with being in an interracial relationship and the white person you're attached to isn't woke is you mixed kids that aren't conscious are just as damaging because they come out being like a Ben Carson or a what's-her-face Stacey Dash.
I can't let you go.
She's about to...
White woke?
White woke.
No, white people who are woke.
Oh, shit.
Here's
white woke, my
Let
nigga.
me explain,
You
because
gonna have
I
to
tell people
explain
all the
this
time,
shit.
I had to come into my blackness on my own because my whole white family is not conscious at all. They're not aware. Like, they're literally, my white family just sees me as a tan white person. That's really how I experienced life growing up in an all-white family. Wow. Like, blackness is like a foreign concept to them. The civil rights movement is like some shit. Let's just not get into my hair, people, okay?
Yeah, right?
Anyways, it was just a lot of ponytails and just free waving afro shit. It was just a situation. So anyways, yeah, so my childhood pictures are ridiculous. But like that, the damaging part to that was like a lot of mixed kids grow up in a similar environment where they aren't taught to question white people's reality that's taught to us. Right. And so that's very damaging because then they just go with the status quo and they continue to perpetuate white privilege and really just white supremacy without even being aware of it because they're not taught to challenge it.
You just hit me with some shit, though. You just hit me with some shit.
I'm over here, too.
You mean to tell me white parents from interracial relationships that produce by racial children, claim those children as white sometimes?
Yeah, like here's the issue
I didn't know that.
This is the issue with, and this
white
is why
power.
I challenge a lot of white women. I mean, a lot of white women where they're just like, it's out of a place. I call it cute ignorance because like my mama literally was like, I just love brown skin. I always wanted a brown baby. Like that's how genuinely just ignorant her wanting to have a mixed baby was. Like it's cute and terrible, So that's where she comes from. But that's really damaging because again, I talk about it too. My parents raised me the only way they knew how, which was white. So I didn't grow up in an environment where my parents were like, if someone calls you the N-word, what to do? I had to figure that shit out on my own. You know, or even, okay, they only teaching 4 pages of the slave trade in the entire 1 year full AP history class. Excuse me? You know what I mean? So like I had to learn that on my own, like realize like there's so much more to this black story than what you're telling me, and had to learn to dig deeper on my own. Thank God I did, and who knows where the fuck that even came from within me. But my family wasn't teaching me none of that shit. And if I was like most mixed kids in a similar environment, they would just think whatever white people taught you is what it is and you don't question it.
Damn.
So they probably experience microaggressions every day and experience racism, but they're so unconscious of it, they just think like, oh, I just didn't get that job.
That's crazy, yo.
Oh, he just pulled me over because I was speeding. They don't think like, oh, shit, that's probably racism.
Nah.
Because they don't have the lens for it. So if you're going to be in an interracial relationship, make sure you're consciously teaching your child of the fact that like this is what's the fuck in your world.
That's crazy. Can I share my mixed childhood growing up experience?
Yes.
It was completely different. My father is lieutenant in a maximum security prison. He taught me. I just told somebody this yesterday. My dad taught me, said straight up, if you are getting pulled over and it's dark and you're the only one on the road, don't pull over. We'll fight him in court.
Go ahead.
My dad taught me
Wow.
that. My dad took my brothers as soon as they graduated high school. Never once took us to the prison, but he straight up walked my brothers through and said, hey, do right, because if not, this is where you're gonna come.
Wow.
Like my mom who raised me is a Native American woman, and white. That's who I raised. I was raised by my Native American mother and my white father. My mom would read to us. She read Roots. I remember my mom sitting and reading Roots to us. My Native American mother sitting on the couch with my 2, we're all biracial, things like that. So it's crazy to me that my parents made sure that I understood that you're not, you have all the necessary tools that any colored kid, not colored. You get it? They didn't say color.
That's kidding you.
Wait, are y'all motherfuckers listening? Whitney just said color. It's over, nigga. God damn
but
it.
they said that it doesn't matter the color of your skin. You have the necessary tools to do and achieve anything you want. So don't let the skin color that you were born with deter you from doing whatever the fuck it is that you want to do. But they also made sure that they understood that there are certain things that, because you are biracial, are going to be harder. So they gave me the tools and the knowledge from the jump.
Whitney, it's too late.
I just know color. You
I
never
what she said though. Someone had asked the question.
I heard her. It's live radio.
Damn
show.
it, Gina.
She done said
y'all colored
these
kids.
colored kids. Oh my God, this nigga said color.
1952 in there.
But someone asked in the chat, they're like, but why do you need to claim white if you're mixed? And my thing is,
why not?
You have to be conscious of both your realities. I say mixed kids, we're blessed with a third consciousness because we know what it is to be white and we know what it is to be black. Black people, I talk about it all the time. Black people can just talk about what they think white people think. Nah, and a lot of time y'all is wrong. I correct my black friends all the time. I'd be like, no. This is what white people think because I be in the room with white people who forget I'm black and this is what the fuck they say.
Yeah.
White people should never forget you black.
Again, to my family, they just think I'm a tan white person.
Because now I done seen your daddy.
Right.
Black people the white people should never think you white.
But my daddy ain't there. Like, he don't exist. He hasn't been there for,
Damn.
30 and a half of the years I've been on the planet.
So, but let me just come back. Let me just, at the end of the goddamn day, right? When we look at biracial children, I understand why there's this cognitive dissonance of what is my identity? Because if, or you have a white father, and that's biological father,
right?
You get your identity from your family.
Right. And so you can't neglect the white privilege in me too. Like, I'm proud to be black, but I also realize
hold on.
I'm proud to be black, but I have to acknowledge that I benefited from white privilege throughout my life being
mixed.
It's a
lot of shit being said in here right now.
We doing it.
Like, I'm just saying, like, I'm proud to be black.
From these two motherfuckers, man, it's a lot of shit. First off,
Zoe's lighter than me, though. Hold up.
Whitney gonna say motherfuckers is colored.
I did not say that.
Then Tiff gonna say white woke. White privilege. This shit. What the fuck is, ladies and gentlemen?
Is biracial privilege
okay, so here's the thing. Just think. The way I speak, and then my name is socially considered a white name.
Tiffany Ram.
Tiffany Ann Ram. That's very white sounding name.
Gosh, mine too. Whitney Lee.
So when and then
Tabor.
my resume, the way my resume, statistically speaking, doesn't really reflect a black person. So when they see my resume, they get my phone interview. You know they're not expecting this to walk into the interview.
So which side of
y'all? It's so sad. I got the season lacking,
got
unfortunate
the
white kitchen. Hell yeah.
See, my dad makes better fried chicken than I know.
See, I'm
anybody.
jealous of this house right here.
See, there's another thing. There's a difference between like regular white people and poor ass white people. My dad is from Oklahoma. 57 of them lived in the Woot-Dee. Like he grew up as a black person. He just white. he throws down. But I got.
Yeah, we were poor white, but just white with no flavor.
Somebody said this in the chat room. White woke equals white people putting raisins and whole string beans in potato salad.
No, not the raisins. No.
Oh, shit.
Well, no, you know what's funny, though, as we're talking about it, I'm a black girl, I'm this, that, and the third. I honestly tell people I'm mixed because, not to say I'm better than anybody or anything like that, it's because I have some of my white friends who literally bang on me like, whatever, you're never proud of being white. I'm like, because listen, our people.
White people bang on y'all?
Yo, I have my homegirl.
Please give us the inside, my nigga.
Listen,
white people bang on y'all?
Speaking of, shout out to my girl, White Wit.
Rep your whiteness.
So
you ain't all black, nigga. Rep your whiteness.
That's literally. This is a conversation that I had with one of my really close friends, Whitney. Her name is Whitney as well, but she is blonde hair, blue eyes, thicker than a Snicker. She is team with the brothers. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So every time I'm, come through with a head wrap singing Erykah Badu or something, she's on some, you never proud to be white. I said, bitch.
Because they call it.
Yes, I do.
Wow.
Y'all catch me on my Snapchat singing, country music or some shit, but it's like the world don't see me as white. Mm-hmm. Like, let's just be 100, but I'm proud of my whiteness too. Please believe. Shout out to Pops. What is that?
Like them titties.
You know what I'm saying? Right? So that's
inappropriate.
So I have to give equal props to both of my parents to be like, yeah. Because I've had conversations with my father, because my brother is, like, if y'all really want to wake up, my brother is.
So I know I see your
DJ.
brother, and I met him.
Yeah.
And yes,
He's super
woke.
He went from Steph Curry to J. Cole with the dreads and vegan and the this and the that.
But I'll say this. Let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
We'll take it all the way back to the topic. Kim K versus Kanye.
Mm-hmm.
Who does Black America need the most? Kim K was able to walk into the president's office and get a meeting, get an audience, right?
Right.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you this. You said you benefited from some white privilege.
Right.
Is there a biracial person who could do what Kim K did?
Well, they've been trying.
Does the system, like, say, Donald Trump, politicians, whatever, she was able to effectively go in there and lobby him to do something.
Right.
Where are the biracials who feel for their black side?
Mm-hmm.
Colin, Jesse James.
Get y'all asses in there.
Yep. Colin tried, shut him down. Jesse, I've been having some problems lately. But is there a biracial person right now that has the leverage?
I'm saying that because Colin can't get that meet. Well, yes, he could. Because the president offered.
Right.
Asked him to come and talk about race relations.
Right.
He said no.
Which was a smart deal because at the time he knew it was just a political
move.
Somebody
said The Rock.
That's what I was thinking, The Rock. I'm not going to lie.
If you smell what The Rock is cooking.
Right. Samoan self.
I would die.
He's Samoan. It's beautiful.
Isn't he trying to run for president too? He might be the next one.
I mean, and to be honest, like, let's just say it. If Meghan Markle wasn't biracial and almost passed, let's just say it. People hate when I say that, but I'm like, if she was Lupita Dark, would the crown have accepted her? I feel very comfortable saying no. Very comfortable saying no.
I think something is wrong with our genes.
What?
Because I'm going to go back. I remember my homeboy, as a matter of fact, I got a homeboy.
Mm-hmm.
His mother is cobalt black. Coal black.
Right.
You understand? Baby diamond black.
Wesley Snipes.
But his daddy is white.
Right.
If you met this motherfucker,
Mm-hmm.
you don't see a trace of white in his ass at all.
Yeah, how melanin is strong.
This nigga got the nappy ass, rocked up hair,
Mm-hmm.
the whole shit. There's not a trace of his white daddy in his ass at all.
Mm.
And his daddy, white.
Lit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, nowadays, shit seems to be changing. Motherfuckers is coming out hella blonde.
Man, I don't know, man. Like, I'm not against like an Aborigine baby though. Like, I'm not against it, but if that's just naturally how you come out though.
Maybe that's our problem too.
You know what I'm saying?
Do
Like-
we think light-skinned and biracial kids are more attractive?
No, because Aborigine people is like, well, if you look at the spectrum, they come out super dark, but just with blonde hair. Like, I'm just saying, however my baby come out is beautiful, and I'm not against it. But the one thing I don't want is to have like an Aborigine baby naturally come out and people bang on it, like, oh, you dyeing your hair blonde. No, I was born like this. Like you with your blue eyes. People come at you with your blue eyes. Like, this is what I'm born with. Like, this is what I got.
Gosh, this is crazy.
You know?
We've got callers on the line. Caller, welcome to the Voice of Reason. ZoWilliams is in the building. What's your name and where you calling from? Speak on it. Caller. Okay, fake calls. All right.
Can I just say, I didn't know Meghan Markle was black until everybody was like, we got a black princess.
That's my point. She
I
was
didn't know.
passing for the longest
I didn't
until
know.
it came to her media advantage to be the first black princess.
Sure. There's a lot of motherfuckers doing that, I guess. Somebody said white woke is sweet tea with no sugar. Tone talks. Stop.
Yes.
Listen, see, people be asking me, man, where you get the green eyes from?
Sloss and swap me for $34.
I got them from my grandmother, my mother's mother,
Right.
Nancy Bell.
Oh,
Hey.
oh, Big Mama.
Yeah, the dig. Now understand this, niggas. My father is black as asphalt. This nigga black top. Nigga is black as hell.
Mm-hmm.
My mother, because her mother was super light,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
right? My mother's father, my grandfather Samuel, black. Black is black thought. You understand? So my daddy blacker than a motherfucker. My mama black, my mama red bone. You understand? So people say, where you get the green eyes? I got them from my biracial granny.
Mm.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
My great grandmama, Big Mama,
Oh, yeah.
her nickname was Tap Jimmy. I don't know what the fuck that meant, but that's what they called her, little Tap Jimmy.
Oh my God.
All right.
She dated a white man, and she old as fuck. So it was
That
back
was
when it
dang.
wasn't cool.
Even my parents, it wasn't cool. So she really was ahead of the turn, you know.
Somebody said white woke equals I don't see racism.
No, that's white ignorance, not woke. I fight against that every day.
Oh, shit, nigga. Don't make me just tell all the stories. Anyway, listen, this is the Voice of Reason. We don't have all of the answers. We just have discussion.
That part.
You understand? Kim K versus Kanye. I think Kanye is lost as it pertains to his culture.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say that, I'm just saying not like anybody can read a book and quote some shit.
Right.
But to have a real existential experience, right? Like, wow, this is what it means to be what I am. I mean, you got to remember, we live in America. So America has purposely, stripped us of the knowledge of self by taking all of the true history out of the educational books.
Mm-hmm.
All of the history books. We're taking all that shit away. We don't want you to know who the fuck you are. Because I'm going to tell you right now, for biracials, I understand you get your motherfucking identity from, both parents, like all humans do. But if these motherfuckers told the goddamn truth in the history books,
you'd have a lot of shame for your white side.
You would have a lot. You would look at your white side like,
we did a lot of stupid, mean things.
You would be like, Neanderthal?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. You mean like the only humans on planet Earth are in Africa? But that's a scientific fact. Mm-hmm. Genetically speaking, the only Homo sapiens that have no Neanderthal in them is Africa.
Ooh.
Hey.
Is Africa.
Thank you, Melanin.
But everybody outside of Africa?
Dang it. We got a little...
2 to 4% Neanderthal DNA. Ugh. If you really knew your history...
That's why Colin got that weird forehead.
Oh,
is that what... Sorry. Is that shade?
That's why my booty isn't as round as I want it to be. Thanks.
I'm just saying, man. There's a lot of work out here to be done to fucking love yourself. But please understand this. Understand propaganda as well. 2 motherfucking reality show stars got together.
Oh, my gosh.
And freed a person that was in jail. Just so black people can feel like, yes, there is justice for you. No, it's not on a micro, what'd you call it?
A micro level.
On a micro level, man. Look at the numbers of motherfuckers in jail. Look at the numbers of motherfuckers homeless. LA has the #1 homeless population, and 60% of that population is African-American men.
Mm-hmm.
Even though African-American men only make up 2% of the population of LA.
It don't make no sense, y'all.
So you start talking about the gap in wealth, wealth calcification, all this bullshit, and then all of a sudden you get a motherfucking media story where Kim Kardashian, famous, I don't want to disrespect her. She did get the lady out of jail. Famous reality star.
There we go.
There you go.
You know, helps free this woman. You know how many motherfuckers is in jail on some bullshit?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm talking about black people. Where are our biracials? I don't know if Michelle Alexander is a biracial.
I don't know either.
What I know is
Halle Berry, Shamar Moore
is a biracial.
Have you known other biracial people?
What I know is
Lenny
Michelle
Kravitz.
Alexander, author of The New Jim Crow, is our black female Muhammad Ali. And we should support her work more than ever. Listen, you've been listening to The Voice of Reason. We've been in here talking a gang of bullshit. We just want to keep the conversation going. Go get that book, The New Jim Crow by Michelle Alexander. Read it, support it, back it. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. Whitney and Tiffany Rand, we appreciate everybody for chiming in. ZoWilliams, The Voice of Reason, about to bounce like bad checks until next Monday. Thank you for tuning in. I got love for y'all.